Hey, Bill here with Chacote Outdoor Recreation. So, I want to do a video. One of the first videos that I ever did was on fire starting. And, you know, I use some techniques. There's some things I use for fire starting. You're seeing a lot of things come up now. I don't know, maybe it's just to get people to spend money, but this is one of them. This is called the Fire Starter Package. I'm going to bring you in close on this and get a good look at it. This was featured on an episode of the Shark Tank. And at the time I remember thinking, you've got to be kidding me. And I guess these guys are making money hand over fist now. It's a successful company, and I think, really? But anyway, this is it. It's Fire Starter, and their big claim to fame is that it burns on the snow, it floats, it burns on water, it has a long burn time, has a 5-year shelf life, it comes in a waterproof pouch, no harmful chemicals, blah, blah, blah. So you can store it with food. And you know, a guy might see this in the sporting goods section and think, well, yeah, that's pretty good. What if I have to start a fire in extreme wet conditions? That's what he might think. And he thought, well, you know, it's only $1. I'll get it. I'll put it in my pack. You know, another claim to fame that they have is that it burns and winds up to 30 miles per hour. Really now? Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and match this up against my old technique, which is a dollar store technique. I got all these cotton balls, 200 cotton balls for $1. And then this jar of Vaseline, which is small. I could have got a bigger one for $1. And cotton ball and Vaseline is what I've always used. You want to have something that's going to burn long enough to dry wood that may be wet or not ideal. And this suits that need. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to sell you this, and it's just not. I just can't see the value. I mean, I really can't see anything good. I never bash anything, but my God, this is, you've got to be out of your mind to spend money on this. So we're gonna bounce through them today. I'm gonna show you the difference between the two, and then you make your own decision. See if you spend $1 on this. Oh, you get 4 fires out of this. 4. How about that, huh? Anyway, stick with me. It's going to get pretty interesting. Okay, well, all things being equal, they say you need a 1/4 cup of this, so we're going to use the officially certified. This is from Betty Crocker. This is no joke. This is, they couldn't put Betty Crocker on here if it wasn't official. Okay, so we're going to get us out a 1/4 cup of this. 1 even 1/4 cup. I'm even going to put a little extra, just to keep it reasonable. Okay, so there's a 1/4 cup of the fire starter, the instant fire. Okay, here's a cotton ball with Vaseline on it. All right, now let's see what we can get done here. So we're going to dump this out right here. This is 1/4 cup. Dump it out on the log. That's a 1/4 cup. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our old fire starter here and our good little knife and see if we can't get it to start with a ferrocerium rod. Well, I threw some good sparks on that, nothing. So now I want to do a burn test, okay? And I want to set this on fire. The only way you can set this on fire, by the way, think about this, is with a match or a lighter. It doesn't take a spark, won't take a spark. So you have to light this with a match or a lighter. This is the cotton ball. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the burn times. Big selling point of this is it, you know, it has a good burn time and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And this is just a simple cotton ball with Vaseline. We've already covered that. I'm going to light them both up. And in fact, I'll light this first, and then I'll light this, and we'll see which one lasts longer. Okay, that's lit up. Let's get this going real quick. And there's our cotton ball, and they're both burning. Okay, they're both going right now. Simple cotton ball against this stuff. Let's see what happens here. Little burn test for you. It burns. Just don't want to ruin any of my gear, so I better move it out of the way of the fire. Well, okay, so the Instafire's still going. The cotton ball is now starting to fizzle out. So this stuff does burn a little bit longer. Had I used 2 cotton balls, where would I be though, right? So it does have a longer burn time, but the fact that you can't start it with a spark, you know, I had my original kit out here and I was going to do a flint and steel on it, but it won't take a spark whatsoever. Believe me, I've tried. You have to have a match or lighter to get this going. But it does burn for quite a long time. But then again, look how much you're carrying. I don't know. That's the one selling point that it does have, I guess, is that it does have a good long burn time. But am I really getting a lot of flame out of that? I mean, look how much I have here. I'm not getting much more of a flame than I was out of the cotton ball. Well, that was kind of cool, huh? That's kind of a cool little side effect. Well, I don't know. Maybe it does have a place in your kit for certain applications or something. I guess if you were in a hurry, didn't really have time to gather tinder. I don't know. It might be for you. I don't think I'm going to carry it, but it might be for you. Who knows? I thought while I was out here, you know what I like to do is just kind of practice some of my my fire making skills. And while we're on this, you know, tinder, you know, having accessible tinder. The woods may be wet, you may have problems with things, but if you have some resources, some basic resources, and that's what this would be, the fire starter thing, it would be a resource. I don't know why you should have a problem. I really don't. Everybody's different. Everybody has different likes and different things, but I'm old, and I like my old style things. You know, like the pencil sharpener, the Craftsman's pencil sharpener, big old fat pencil sharpener. I can usually get any stick off the ground. I'll give you an example. Here's a stick I just picked off the ground, and I'm going to create some tinder with it without feather sticking. Now, does that mean feather sticking is stupid? Or I'm not going to take my primary game skinning knife, or a knife I may have to use on myself surgically, and dull it processing tinder. Some people will. Some people carry more than one knife, or they have a knife specifically designed for that. That's on them. I personally will just carry the, you know, the old drafter's sharpener and make my own tinder. And you can see this feather stick's better than any knife you're ever going to get. And when you're done, you have a pointy stick. And I can think of quite a few things you can do with a pointy stick in a, you know, pseudo survival situation. Even not just making traps, this thing really comes in handy. I've never showed the Apache foot trap on a video, and I don't think I ever will, because people have a tendency to misuse it and use it for bad things. So I never have shown it, but if you know what one is, you know that having access to pointy sharp sticks is a pretty cool thing when it comes to fashioning primitive traps. But see, in that short amount of time, look at all of the shavings I got off that without feather sticking. Just with that simple device, and I never damaged my knife. And look, I almost got a nice pointy stick. This is a just a regular magnifying glass. Probably not sunny enough out here to do that now. But just a simple magnifying glass. I can get hundreds of fires off of this throughout the day. And I think I'll do one later when it gets sunny, just to show you how easy it is, how versatile a little magnifying glass is. What I really want to try and practice today, just for the heck of it, just for the pure joy of it, is kicking it back old school. You know, after I deal with something new like that, I like to remember why I like my old ways to begin with. And process some char cloth. I've got my new flint here. Let's see what I can do here. Let me get a little tinder bundle going here. Take that with my pencil shavings that I just made. Have that ready. This is a McDonald's straw. Invaluable tool. Didn't cost me anything. They give it to you for free. Let's see what we can do. On the cuff here, on the fly. Just out of the middle of nowhere. We're going to place our chart cloth on there. Get sort of a rocking motion with this here, okay? Oh, look. We've got our chart cloth going pretty quick. We're going to fold that up. Get it into our bundle here. Oh shit, ow. Well, that's definitely sogging wet and it won't go, but you get the general idea. I just like things the old way. But just wanted to show you that little bit of kit that I've been carrying with me. It's a flint and a steel, and it tucks away nicely in my chart cloth tin. And I'll tell you, I'd feel much more comfortable having this with me than I would some newfangled oddity out of a bag. That chart cloth's still going. If that was good Tinder, I might even still be able to get a fire out of that. Who knows? Let's just see what happens here. I wonder if I had that in there to begin with or not. Maybe I didn't. Marginalized material, very marginalized, soaking wet, but that's what makes it fun, you know what I mean? You got to challenge yourself. Yeah. Yeah, 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 Hey, this is Phil with Chacote Outdoor Recreation. Until the next time I see you and we get together and have some fun, you stay safe, keep yourself warm, and keep yourself free. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay free.